All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin. Bitcoin is taking a little bit of a nosedive at the moment, and you know what? First off, just chill out. And second off, zoom out, because the price right now, compared to where we started this year to date, we are very much up. But then, hey, I have a question. With all the social, political, economic unrest that's happening in our world, why price go down? Well, let's glean some perspective from Chamath Palihapitiya, former Facebook exec, one of the smartest minds in not only tech but business. Compared to traditional assets, where's Bitcoin stand today?
When you see the amount of leverage the financial industry is running, and you think about all these dislocations and all these exogenous things that are happening that you can't predict, there's a lot of risk to the downside. And it would be great that an average individual citizen of any country in the world has an uncorrelated hedge. And I've said this repeatedly ad nauseum on the show. Every financial instrument is correlated.
But Buffett,
it's all fake, except Bitcoin,
but Chamath,
which is fundamentally
an uncorrelated hedge that Warren Buffett says has zero value, zero inherent value, unless someone pays more for it.
I think he's an exceptional person. I've learned an enormous amount, both from afar and the few interactions I've had with him. He is completely wrong and outdated on this.
Shouldn't the price have gone up during this coronavirus situation?
Haven.
It went down.
Like gold. If it was really digital gold.
I think that you have to look more at volumes. These are not necessarily event-driven strategies, meaning you don't
You
want
just called it digital gold.
No, he didn't.
I didn't say that.
No, he didn't.
That's
what people say.
I don't think I don't think when you wake up and you see a coronavirus scare in the Dow down 2,000, you should not be going in and buying Bitcoin. That is an idiotic strategy. I think a reasonable strategy is to say 1% of my net worth should be in something that is completely uncorrelated to the world and how the world works. You quietly and quick, over some number of time, accumulate a position, and then you just never look at it again, and hope that insurance under the mattress never has to come due.
Right.
But if it does, it will protect you, because then that thing will be hundreds of thousands or $1 million a coin.
I like it. And according to Chamath Palihapitiya, his words, he's predicting, if Bitcoiners are right, $100,000 to $1 million per coin. But the steps are, and this is very important, step 1, get off zero. Step 2, hodl. Write this down. Now, let's get to our 3 top stories. And before we get to EOS, we have official word that China's digital currency, the digital Yuan, is officially delayed due to coronavirus. This coming from a Chinese government mouthpiece. Check this out. This is a direct quote. The coronavirus outbreak has led to postponed work resumption in many government institutions in China, including the People's Bank of China, which means policymakers and research staff involved in the DCEP, their digital Yuan project, they're no exception to the postponements, which weighs on the development process, an anonymous source told the Global Times. And who are the Global Times? Well, the Times is a Chinese tabloid that conforms to the editorial stance of the Chinese Communist Party and tends to report the official party line. And the official party line is at least telling us that the digital yuan is postponed. People's Bank of China, like everybody else, is going through coronavirus postponements. So, get well soon. Next piece of news, Samsung, a little green flag from Samsung. Samsung has increased their crypto info security on their smartphones. Check this out. This just came out in a press release issued on Tuesday, February 25th. Samsung announced the introduction of a new secure element SE designed to better protect data stored on its smartphones. So this is pretty cool because a lot of people, worry about if you store crypto information on your smartphone, how secure is that? Well, Samsung's new SE, again, secure element, is a common criteria evaluation assurance, CCEAL, turnkey security solution for mobile phones. According to the press release, the new SE is the highest security level hardware to be installed on any smartphone. Wow. So I don't know if this is just fancy wording designed to make me feel better about storing my crypto on Samsung, but I mean, it works. I feel a little bit better. In a direct quote, Samsung's new turnkey solution is a dedicated, tamper-resistant strongbox that securely stores users' confidential and cryptographic data, such as PIN numbers, passwords, and even cryptocurrency credentials, separate from the typical mobile memory, such as embedded universal flash storage. So what exactly potential tampers is Samsung now better at resisting? Well, this new security protocol protects against attack vectors like laser attacks, power glitches, and diverse forms of reverse engineering techniques. So I like it. In a world where we're trying to make it as easy as possible for mass adoption, thank God we're now protected against power glitches a little better. Kidding aside, this is pretty cool. Link down below in the description. Check it out. Before we get to this breaking news involving EOS, if you're a Tron holder or if you are a Steem holder, this is breaking news for you. Steemit Inc., which was bought out by Justin Sun and the Tron Foundation, soft fork takes away Steemit Inc.'s blockchain voting rights amid community controversy. A lot of words. As you remember, the co-founder Ned Scott sold Steemit Inc. to Justin Sun and the Tron Foundation, and they had to do a quick soft fork in the dead of the night to make sure they still retain their voting rights. Check this out. One big problem was that Steemit Inc., they owned a lot of Steem. And this problem immediately arose that Steemit Inc., they had ninja mined, i.e. pre-mined, approximately 20% of the Steem supply. They had done this. Now these coins, they're used to fund Steemit's development and keep Steemit Inc. running. And there was a gentleman's agreement that was placed on Steemit Inc. that they would never use these coins to vote on the blockchain. So essentially, Steemit Inc. had such a big stash of Steem that they would centralize the voting process if they chose to use them. Now, there was a gentleman's agreement that they wouldn't. Unfortunately for Steem, Tron and Justin Sun, they bought Steemit Inc., but it was unclear as to whether that gentleman's agreement of not using Steemit Inc.'s pre-mined coins to vote would still be honored. Now, why this matters to you is because a soft fork happened. Now, whenever big industry things happen in the crypto community, this channel will keep you informed. This is what happened. In order to remove this centralized threat, the top 20 Steem consensus witnesses decided to conduct a soft fork, which removed the blockchain voting rights of Steemit Inc.'s pre-mined coins. So essentially, Steemit Inc. and the Tron Foundation, who now owns Steemit Inc., still own the coins, but they cannot vote with them. So the soft fork happened. The voting power is no longer centralized with Tron. To me, it sounds pretty centralized to me. I mean, Bitcoin has 10,000 plus validator nodes, 20 consensus witnesses deciding the fate of a cryptocurrency. To me, I think we could do better. Next piece of news. EOS has burned $132 million worth of their tokens to curb inflation. Check this out. The EOS.io ecosystem has burned 34 million of their tokens that were locked in a savings account, and they also voted to decrease network inflation. Here is the direct tweet that I saw from Brendan Bloomer, who is the co-founder and CEO of Block One, company behind EOS. Wow. I woke up today to find that a proposal to reduce EOS's network inflation from 5% to 1% had been proposed and passed by the community overnight. This speaks to the power of decentralized governance and networks designed to operate in the best interest of their holders. Now, I liked this tweet. I think the words overnight and decentralized are juxtapositioned a bit too closely in this tweet. Now, again, if you only have 21 block producers, it's easy to have 21 parties agree on the same thing. But keep in mind, two things happened with EOS. One, they burned a whole bunch of coins. This wasn't the circulating supply, I believe. This was total supply, so that now there's less total supply in the world. But also, they decreased the inflation from 5% to 1% coming into the circulating supply. What's interesting is, until recently, the new tokens minted on the network each year accrued in the EOS.savings account. After the community vote, the account was emptied in a token burn. Okay, yes, we know that. From now on, the new EOS created each year will be directly distributed to the block producers without being stored. So this was interesting to me. Instead of going into the wallet, the block producers voted to give it to themselves. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? You tell me. That's the video for today. My name's Austin. Like always. I'll see you tomorrow.